Okay, Thursday morning in the kingdom, and it's Chilly Willy. Yes, we had a nice day yesterday, and then it got cold. Yes, last night it was chilly. We woke up this morning to minus 33 Celsius, but feels like 43. That's lies, because when I left the house, the kingdom thermometer, weather station, was showing minus 35. Yes, it's chilly. And then on the yo-yo scale, minus 27. Ooh, that's warm, but feels like minus 45. That's better. All right. So it's chilly today, and we had a relaxing day yesterday, regrouping. That felt good after working so hard to get those thermostats done. So I just had a relaxing day, enjoyed some beverage, watched a movie with boobies, and ate popcorn. Oh, popcorn. Is it upside right? Yes, microwave popcorn. Yes, yes. Oh, there's snow falling off the roof. Yes, I remember the good old days when you had that Jiffy Pop and you sit there and shook it on the stove like that, and then it egged up and just unreal. It was neat how that tinfoil climbed and made a perfect ball. And then we went to the, how'd you say, the 80s, where you had that popcorn maker. You put the kernels in the top, plugged it in, and then it was a turbine drive or something, which just made a noise like a F-17 fighter jet taking off or whatever. Just woo! And then your popcorn started popping out. That thing was loud. So you had to pause the VHS movie when you made popcorn because you couldn't hear anything. Unreal. And this is a gift from the Kingdom followers in the South. Yes, and we try not to burn it in the microwave. Yes, I can burn anything, and the dogs sometimes won't even eat it. All right, let's do a quick walkabout. Look at that. It's chilly. We got sunshine over here, so that means it's clear and cold. You can see my breathless nestman. Crest mint fresh. Can you taste it or smell it? Yeah. Mint fresh. All right. Look at the sun coming up. All right. So look at the frost around the doors. Yes, look at it. It's right there. So that means we were actually in wilderness Alaska, but in northern Manitoba, and the temperatures are true. I get a kick out of those people posting videos and there's no frost or anything like that. All lies, like my marriage. And we got the wood stove for the Swedish kid going straight up. Ooh, look at that. I got talent, a little dippy-doo, just like on the dance floor. Well, I better get the me phone back in before it censors me again. We're not sure what we're going to do today. Maybe just wander around. Ooh, that's cool. All right, I better go. Here comes the boss. Okay, we got some nice clear cold weather, and look at the wood stove smoke, wood chimney smoke, straight up. Oh, that's perfect. This is what wilderness Alaska is all about, but in northern Manitoba. Okay, out in the shop here, I opened the door of this wood stove and I filled the shop full of smoke because we're in a low pressure air system, so the wood smoke is not going up the chimney. So as soon as you just open the door a little bit, and plus the stove is not burning, so I've had to put a fan in front of the the vent down at the bottom, plus the door is open and it won't burn. Yes, so we have to do it that way. I unplugged everything for video purposing. So we got the dry wood, we got the shingles, and wow, we're trying to make it burn. Okay, but we didn't put anything in the shop last night because we wanted to dry out the shop floor because we've had a lot of cats in and out in the last couple of days, which brought a lot of snow and moisture in. But the thing is we're not on bedrock, so the moisture is going right through our floor, which is kind of nice. Not like this shop here. Anytime we brought anything in, no matter where it was, it melted and flowed right back to the old doors here and jammed everything up. So we're really enjoying these new doors. But then that's why we did the shop extension, because we wanted doors that would open and close. And at my age, I was getting too tired struggling to get the other doors open. All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work here and get things done before the boss gets upset. Okay, well, I wait for the wood stove to burn and bring the heat up in the shop. I've been hiding in the hoe shack. Yes, I'm in the hoe shack because there is a hoe. Yes. All right, so what I've been doing is taking these 5-gallon pails, and you have to drill a hole right here for a breather, so you use your self-tapping screws. All right, so then you take and pour them into the gallon jugs. Yes, and then they put them there so they're ready to go for when we get into production here and having fun. So it's warmer in the hose shack. Yes, the hose shack at 15 degrees than in the shop. That's because we have the baseboard heat set at a certain temperature. And oh, look, it's almost quitting time. I don't know, maybe I should put a battery in the clock, because it's annoying when I look at the time and it hasn't changed. Time stands still in the kingdom. Okay, to get the wood stove to burn, I had to clean the shop. Yes, I had to clean up the waste oil area over in the corner. And then I put some more core boxes down there to catch all the drips and stuff like that. So that stuff goes into the wood stove so it burns nicely. It'll be no different if the shop burned down. This stuff will be burned anyways, okay? But also too, I checked the top of the pail here. And that is August 2019. We went out on a weekend heading south, and Sir Rodney met me halfway up the road, and we switched out the supplies. I'll include a picture of us being so young, and I don't know. It's kind of a funny picture because we had no gray hair back then. We had a selfie together. All right. So, yeah, it's one of the rare selfies. All right. So let's get this project finished, and then we can have some lunch, and then the shop heat will be warm enough in here that we can actually do some work. And then the staff is coming over this afternoon, and we're going to actually get the cats out and have some fun. Okay, my spider senses were tingling. We plugged in the block heater on the cursor reverse here. He has the gas motor. Plus he's in the shade, so he's not getting the warm sun. As you can see the dog there, enjoying the warm sun, so the sun is warm, yes. So over here, let's see if we have enough talent. We need this cat at 4 o'clock as the staff is coming. Alright, there's one of those new style block heaters, which is energy efficient. We call them the Swedish kid. Yes, so it generates heat, and then it cuts itself off. Okay, right now you can hear it, Les Nesman. So it gets itself warm, and then it turns itself off because it's energy efficient. The problem we have is the cylinder head's not warm. Can you feel that, Les Nesman? And this is the temperature right now. All right. So I'm not sure if this cat's going to start. So I'm going to try and start it now. If not, we'll have to put some heat to it and have it up and running for when the staff comes. Okay, now I got the Bunsen burner heating the motor up on this side because the starter Bendix won't engage. That's 2 starters back to back in the cold weather. So I'm beginning to think I put too much oil or too thick of oil on the Bendix to slide on the shaft. So I'm creating my own problems. But wait again, I'm scabbing pieces of starter together because the new ones I bought didn't work. I bought so much stuff that didn't work, it's like a marriage. Okay, we wasted 45 minutes trying to start the cursor reverse right over here, and it was pointless. The starter Bendix will not engage, it'll just spin over. So 45 minutes is up, time's over, just like a Daisy Mays Escort. Alright, so over here, we've now, oh, somebody put those poles in the road. Okay, so now we dragged the heater over here, the Bunsen burner, and we plugged it into Communist Cat. He's a known starter when it's cold, so let's pray to the gods of start and hopefully have them up and running for when the staff arrives. Okay, I got thinking I'd fix the starter on the Communist Cat, and of course I used too thick a grease or oil on the Bendix, so it just spun around, so it's pointless trying to heat him. So then we went to plan C. Yeah, there's Yagi over there, and I tried the starter before I put a heat on it, and the starter engages. So, alright, let's go have a coffee and reflect on the grease and oil I used. What was I thinking? Okay, I couldn't get Aggie to crank over fast enough to start on gas. It just about tried to go, so as a joke, or as shits and giggles as they say, I tried the famous Black Cat. Not plugged in, no preheat, and it fired right up. Unreal. But he's always been a good starter since 1987.
Thursday morning in WHO-ville, it's just after 8:30 a.m. and I'm getting ready to head to work. We have a bit of a sunrise. There's no clouds in the sky, so that's pretty good, but it sure is cold out this morning. Now let's let the dogs back in and get to work. 12:30 and I'm just getting ready to head back to work. I am subbing grade 3-4 for the rest of the week, so they do have some worksheets to do, but they have a couple other fun activities this afternoon, so now it's time to let the dogs back in and get to work. Just after 4 p.m. I made it home from work. I stopped and grabbed the mail, and there was a box from Sir Rodney in there with some clothes for me, and then there was some stuff in there for my dad as well, so I will take that over to the Kingdom when I head over there. Now I have to get the skidoo out and go fill up some water jugs and grab some sugar, and then I can head on over to the Kingdom. Just after 4:30 and I made it back from shopping for the 2 water jugs and sugar. It was about $21. I got the biggest sugar they had, which was about $15-16, and there was a box in the mail. I'm not sure who it's from, but I will see when I head to the Kingdom. Almost 5 o'clock and I just made it to the kingdom. Looks like we are taking the famous black cat down to the rabbit tower. We're going to pick up some trees that fell down in the fall, clean them up now, that way we don't have to clean them up later. I have to drive around to meet them on the other side and get some video. Down at the rabbit tower now, and these are the trees that fell in the fall. We just had them up in the bush. We pulled them out the other day, that way we can haul them up into the kingdom and use them. But now I'm waiting for my dad to come down with the famous black cat, that way we can haul them back. Now that we are done moving all the trees back into the kingdom, my dad just freed up this V-plow right here. That way we can put it on one of the big cats. And then we're going to get the AC/DC sleigh right here. Trying to keep the sun out of your guys' camera view here. But trying to get the AC/DC sleigh put into the shop. That way my dad can work on it. Now that he's got it all freed up, I can go over and help him hook onto the hitch, and then we'll go over to the shop and put it in there. $5:30 and we just got the AC/DC sleigh in the shop. We have the doors closed. The hitch is pretty long on the sleigh, so instead of jacking the hitch up, I'll show you guys a video on the inside. Instead of jacking the hitch up to make the doors closed, we put the doors in on the attachment here just up off the ground, which worked out perfectly because if you look right here, there's the hitch. Just enough room. We'll have to make sure the dogs don't step on it or my dad trips over it. But for now, it can just stick out the bottom of the shop until my dad's done fixing the AC/DC sleigh, and then we can pull it back out. But I think that worked out pretty good. If we would have put these doors on the ground like we were planning on, then we wouldn't have been able to put the hitch in like this. This is the view from inside the shop. As you can see, the hitch is pretty long. It takes up about half the new attachment here, but as you can see under the door, it just fits out and it goes outside just an inch or two, which isn't bad, but we just covered it up, and since the AC/DC sleigh won't be in here very long, it'll be pretty fine. I don't think we'll lose much heat from it being like this. But as you can see, it's all covered in snow. I wonder how long it'll take before all this snow melts. Almost 6 o'clock and I'm officially done in the kingdom. I had to grab the jerry can so I can get some diesel tomorrow or the next day. We still have a jerry can left, so we should be good. But as long as I have them at the house in WHO-ville, I can fill them up later on. The sun is already setting, as you can see, so I better get going. Just made it back from the kingdom and put the skidoo away. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and do the weather. 6:30, and this is the temperature we're sitting at today. It's negative 24 degrees Celsius, which is negative 11 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. Same weather as yesterday. It has been pretty cold out there. Not any clouds in the sky, as you can see. The sun has already disappeared as well, and the street lights have come on. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, there was a reason why 3 little cats didn't start today, just like the 3 little piggies and the famous black cat started, because those trees, those Christmas trees with the roots like Clark Griswold, they were hard to pull with the famous black cat. Plus also too, just scrolling this way, ooh, you can see it's still cold out. We just stocked up the wood stove. Yes, I don't even know what the temperature is, but it's chilly. All right, I couldn't push on the arms of the V-plow because it was frozen to the ground. You bend the arm, so I had to get under it. Somebody didn't put wood under the blade in the fall. What was I thinking? I don't know. So I think it worked out good that I ended up using the bigger cat to handle the project. Okay, in the morning I'll explain why all of a sudden the AC/DC sleigh had to come in the shop, but it's just a perfect fit. And the hitch is under the door there, but that's no problem. We have the curtain to pull across, and that way it'll stay in the, I would say, the new part of the shop. All right, let's go check the flags, and then we can call it a day. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's chilly. Okay, that was a good day. We got lots done, even though the 3 cats didn't start, but we know that those starters, I put too much grease or oil on them or whatever. So now we know. So the next time, yes, they're all in doubt, always use the famous black cat. And also too, with the new style thermostat, it sure does run a lot better with that temperature gauge up at 180. Yes, it seems to be happy. Everybody likes being warm, except for me today. I'm outside here running around, but we got lots done. All right, so here's the flags. As you can see, in their natural state of being limp. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some more beer, and make a video. Talk to you later.